Hi there, I'm Jasmine Sampson of www.howtocreatemiracles.com, and with me today I have Jennifer.barraclough. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jasmine.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, you have a very interesting message about health and well-being and how people can help themselves. You have a book. Tell us about your book.
My book is called Focus on Healing, Holistic Self-Help for Medical Illness. And this is a guidebook for people, especially those with chronic physical conditions, but anyone who wants to improve their health and well-being, to help them make informed choices about their healing, and even maybe to get something positive out of an illness experience.
Now, you've got a very interesting background yourself because you're trained as a regular doctor and you're also an alternative practitioner now, haven't you? Would you like to tell our viewers a little bit about that journey, please?
Okay, I come from the UK, and while I was there I spent 30 years working as an orthodox doctor. I started off in cancer medicine, and then I moved into the psychological medicine field, again working with cancer mostly, and I've done a few other things. And then about 15 years ago I started to become interested in the holistic approach to health and natural therapies. Started doing various courses, energy healing, flower remedies, life coaching. Then 10 years ago, with my husband, I moved to New Zealand, and that seemed the right time to retire from orthodox medicine and focus on the other things that I do.
What sparked this really quite big shift from, as you say, orthodox medicine to what you're doing now?
Yes, it was a big shift because really my training had led me to rather dismiss alternative and complementary approaches. But then I got a job in a hospice, and I found they were using things like acupuncture, music therapy, art therapy, and the patients were benefiting tremendously from this. So I thought I'd have a look, and I did a course on energy healing which approached health and illness from an entirely different perspective, which resonated with me, and that was the start of my journey.
And am I right in thinking that your book covers both aspects? Or tell us a bit more about your book.
Yes, the book covers a lot of things, though not in depth. It's a bit like a buffet of information, just giving people a taste of what they might expect and how they might explore it further. But the emphasis is on what people can do for themselves, rather than giving a lot of detail about different treatments.
So what, if people are wanting something alternative, what advice do you give in your book?
Okay, probably I can sum it up in three key points. One would be self-responsibility. It's said that all healing comes from within. It's always self-healing. To look at what the illness means in their life, what changes they might make. It might be practical changes like a better diet. It might be a psychological or spiritual change, such as letting go of a negative attitude that they've held for a long time. It doesn't mean the illness is their fault, and it doesn't mean they have to do it all themselves, but it does mean taking control, making choices for their own healing.
Right, and obviously you give them some information which will help them make informed choices.
Yes, I do.
So self-responsibility, what's number two?
Number two, I would say, would be balance. The holistic approach addresses the whole person, made up of body, emotions, mind and spirit. Very often orthodox medicine just focuses on the body, and although it has a great deal to offer in many situations, it has its limitations, and in holistic healing we look at the other aspects as well.
Self-responsibility, balance, and number three?
And number three, I would say a positive outlook. when you're ill, you probably have a lot of negative feelings a lot of the time, and it is important to acknowledge those and work through those, and not just to put on a positive front. But it is possible through the experience of illness to come to a genuinely positive place, to experience more feelings like appreciation, joy, love, creativity, spirituality, the list goes on. And that's what I'd really like people to get out of reading the book.
Right. So, how do we get hold of a copy?
If you're in New Zealand, you can get it from a bookshop, but it's a bit cheaper and easier to get it directly from me through my website, which is www.jenni.co.nz.
Could you hold the book up again? So it's Focus on Healing through the website for Jennifer Barraclough, which is www.jenni.co.nz. Wonderful book.